Hi, welcome back to our channel where we teach you about the 7 levels of health. The 7 levels include physical, psychological, financial, ecological, socio-cultural, economic, and spiritual. And today what we're going to be covering is the physical aspects of health related to food. And that's one of the reasons why we opened our vegan restaurant.
So a lot of people, when they come to our restaurant, they always ask us, how do we veganize food? And how do we veganize especially baked goods? So today we thought that it would be a great idea to bake some banana bread.
Yeah, and the reason why we chose banana bread is because here at I Love Gardens, we actually have a huge banana patch and they're going off. So we have lots of bananas that we can use from our garden, and then we can share this recipe with you. So follow us.
Birds are flying.
Oh my god.
Hi.
Okay, so here we are at our banana patch. It is going off, as you can see here and there and everywhere. And the reason why our the bananas we grow here are Korean ice cream bananas. So they are super thick and super creamy and
so good.
Great for making banana bread. The reason why our banana patch is doing so awesome is because our patch is linked to a gray water system. So all of the different types of water that comes from our house, from our sinks, from our laundry, from our shower,
washing our hair.
Yep, everything comes into this patch and fertilizes and makes the soil nice and moist for the banana.
So as long as you're providing it with an ongoing supply of water that's not contaminated with any kind of toxic chemicals, that's why we use non-toxic chemicals here, you'll get bananas like this. So one of the reasons why we love when the bananas are dark like this is because there's more high sugar in the banana. So then you can use less table sugar, or we use coconut sugar, but in the recipe. But this allows for you to cut back on the amount of sugar that you put into your recipe. So let nature help you to sweeten up your desserts. So we're gonna take the bananas and head back to the house and make our banana bread after I'm done with this.
Grab that one. Okay. Yay!
Yummy!
They don't call it a hand for nothing.
So here we are, we're going to be making our banana bread. So we're going to go with about 1 1/4 cups of ripe bananas. So Gabrielle pre-mashed it for you. So she's going to dump it into a bowl. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add flax egg. Flax is really wonderful. It's a superfood for you. You should be ingesting about 1 tablespoon of flax every single day. So having it in this banana bread is perfect. Today we wanted to add a little bit of coconut flavor to it. So we're going to be dumping in coconut milk. So that's about 1/3 cup. And then we're going to be adding also 1/3 cup of coconut oil. Then you're going to throw in 2 tablespoons of maple, and then 2 teaspoons of vanilla. She's going to start adding the dry ingredients. So the dry ingredients include coconut sugar. So you're going to do about 1/4 cup. And then we're going to throw in 1/2 cup of oats. And then we're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder so that this bread can rise. And then 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So here's the secret to our recipe. We actually use flour that we make here on the farm. So we grow breadfruit or ulu here in Hawaii. It is a staple and we absolutely love it. And the way that we make it into flour is we cut them when they're ripe, we dehydrate them, and then we just throw them in the Vitamix and blend them up and we have flour. And I know you're probably thinking, okay, I don't live in Hawaii and I don't have access to ulu flour. No problem. You can just blend up whatever flour that you enjoy. The best one that works without the ulu flour is all-purpose flour. And again, we use Bob's Red Mill. And then she's gonna throw in the walnuts. The more walnuts, the better. We love a lot of nuts in there. We're gonna get this popped into the oven right away so that we can start baking it. It does take about 45 minutes to 50 minutes depending on how hot your oven gets. And that's pretty much it. 1 bowl banana bread. It is awesome. That's vegan and it tastes delicious. So let's get that popped into the oven, Gabs. Right now we're going to be making the vanilla cream sauce. So I put in about 1/3 cup of sugar, about 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. I actually use organic cornstarch, that's really important. About 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, and then 2 cups of your favorite milk. I used a blend of coconut milk along with oat milk. I love oat milk because it's super thick and rich, and as well blended with the coconut milk is just to die for. So that's gonna cook down, thicken up like pudding, and then we'll be adding it to the banana bread when it's done. So the banana bread came out beautiful. So what we do is we're gonna just poke holes in it, just a couple of holes, because we're gonna pour the vanilla cream inside of it so it can kind of go into the banana bread. It's gonna taste so good. We're gonna pour the vanilla cream on each one. We wanna get it in the hole as much as possible. Let it drizzle right down into the banana bread. Oh my gosh, that is so good. Now we're just gonna top it off with a little bit more banana, just because, you know, it's banana bread. There you go. This is the way we roll with our banana bread. And then we're gonna sprinkle a little bit more walnuts on it. Does that look good or what? And then one more time with the cream sauce. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop it in the oven again for 3 more minutes. All we're gonna do is just let it kind of like gel together. I do it about 3 to 5 minutes. It really depends how hungry I am. I'm gonna pop it back into the oven. Let's go. I'm gonna turn that on for about 3 to 5 minutes, and we'll be back. Oh my God. Okay, I think it's ready. Oh my God.
Do you hear that sizzle? Look how beautiful and moist it is. I cannot wait to just dive right in.
Okay, moment of truth. This is it. Oh man. Yeah, it is so good and moist. I can see it already. Is it good?
Oh my God. That's so good. I
know.
got a chocolate chip in there. I was very excited.
So it's definitely sweet enough where you don't need the chocolate chips, but actually it's really awesome if you do add it. So that's it. That's our banana bread. It's really moist and delicious, and it is vegan. We took out the eggs and the regular cow's milk, replaced it with flax meal, which is healthy for you, by the way, and oat milk and coconut milk. And so we took something that's sweet, and a lot of people need their sweets, but made it a little bit more healthy for you.
So remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell.
Yeah, do that.
And we'll see
While
you
I
guys next week.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. You can eat a whole loaf, can't you?
I love the bananas on top.
Mm-hmm.
It's like sweet, but also like the flavor comes out because in the oven.
Yeah,
And it's heated.
And then with the vanilla cream, it's so good.
And then every now and then you get a chocolate, and you're just like.
Oh my gosh, we polished this whole loaf. It's so good.
Okay, that's the trick, you know, though.
What?
Of making yourself eat more. You cut it into small pieces. So you're like, I'm not eating that much. When in actuality, you're eating a whole entire loaf.